Definitely my favorite Bible character. Okay, she's such a darling. She teaches me a lot. An orphan girl who turned into a exceptional queen that the whole universe learns about, generation to generation. Yes, definitely. If not an Esther, then why not a Deborah? If not a Deborah, why not an Abigail? And the list continues. A good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending from where you're watching me. My beautiful name is Jacinta, and today I just want to talk about Esther. And as you've seen the beginning of this video, I'm just going to do a very short video. I hope it's going to be less than 5 minutes, if not. So this is Ladies of Modesty YouTube channel. So if you're watching this from Instagram or TikTok, please follow back on Facebook, and also consider subscribing if you're watching from YouTube. Give this video a thumbs up, and why not give me a sweet comment. Lessons we can learn from Queen Esther as ladies of today, or as Christian ladies. Number one is being courageous and faithful is very, very important. In the story of Esther, Esther was very courageous. Like, remember when Mordecai told her about the plan of this man, Haman? Like the courage that Esther had, she went to the king risking without an appointment. In King Xerxes, one of the rules is that before you see the king, you must seek for an appointment. So Esther is risking; she's going without notifying the king, and the favor. It is just the favor that, oh my goodness, the favor and also faithfulness. She was faithful to his only cousin, who also doubles up as her only family member, Mordecai. Mordecai tells her, what are we going to do? We are Jewish people, and this is the rule that Haman is pleading for the king to pass it out. What are we going to do? Esther is too faithful to Mordecai, and she's acting into it. This is from the book of Esther chapter 4 verse 16, and also Esther chapter 2 verse 20. She was just a model lady that we can learn as ladies of today, just being loyal to people around. We can learn as women of today from Queen Esther is that wisdom in decision making is very, very important. You see, in this story, you see, so Mordecai tells Esther, you need to go and tell the king. Of course, Esther was already the wife to the king. But because of the rules in that kingdom, even if you are a wife to the king, you still have to book an appointment. So Esther thought, what am I going to do so that I may gain favor before the king? Despite the king being her husband, Esther sought another decision to make from God. Just know it. It teaches me, like, if I become a wife, then some other things I am not supposed to go and tell my husband directly, minus involving God. So as women, we have to put that into consideration sometimes. Like, these people ahead of us, like leaders in the society, like leaders in church and anything, some other things we don't have the audacity to go and tell them directly, minus involving God in that decision making. You get it? Esther chapter 2 verse 7, and also Esther chapter 5 verse 4, and also her inner beauty and strength. The Bible tells us that Esther was a cousin to Mordecai, and she was a very attractive lady with a nice figure. Imagine, she was well attractive. She was, in appearance, she just begat favor. She was just a woman who was born with this beautiful star. But again, instead of Esther was inner beauty and strength. And her strength, as we see in the story, is that she drew her strength from God. She really took time to sought guidance from the Lord and how to approach the matter at hand. Like, she had everything to do it. She could just have written a letter and told the king, I want to see you, and please allow me because I need to see you. And in this story, mark that Esther never told the king that she was Jewish. That is another exclamation mark. This woman learned to live in wisdom. You see, everyone in the context was cute. You see, when they were vying for who can become the next wife to the king, everybody was cute. But we see, because of her inner beauty, the Bible tells us that as they were preparing each and every lady so that they can go for the contest after a very period of time, like it was like some months, the person who was preparing some people, these ladies, so that they can appear to the king after some time to beautify them and everything, that person, when he saw Esther, he just loved Esther. Yani, the favor of God was just on Esther. That should teach us as women of today that let us pray to God that we get favor. Favor is very, very important. And also, in as much as we might be having inner beauty, outer beauty is also lesson number 3 that we can learn from Queen Esther as women of today. Remember, it is not the last lesson. There are so many lessons depicted from this beautiful woman, but because of time, we are not going just to look all of them. Embracing identity and the power of prayer and fasting. Embrace your identity. If I am a woman, there is a certain way that God created me, you see. There are better things that I can do the best, and other things that are not just for me. So let me just embrace my identity just like Esther did. Esther was a Jewish, and she did not say that I'm not Jewish or anything. She could not like abandon her people the moment she was raised her level into a queen. That thing happens to us like women. Sometimes when God changes your standard, you start looking like those people who were your people the other times cannot be your people now. It is very wrong. Esther is teaching us that we should just learn to embrace our identity. She embraced her being a Jewish, although being in a foreign land. Even in tough times, really risks to be firm in her decisions. Esther chapter 2 verse 10. Another one, she called for the prayer and fasting among her people. And you see, this girl is very, very, I don't know. I just don't know. As women, let us just learn to imitate Esther. In anything that Esther could have done, the Bible doesn't tell us before they go for the contest, but if such a thing happens in the palace when Haman wants to do away with the Jewish, Esther calls in for fasting and prayer. What about that contest? Definitely Esther also fasted and prayed to win this contest. So as women, let us learn from Esther, like fasting and prayer is very, very important. If we want anything from life, be it from people closer to us, let us run to God before telling people what we want. And she tells us the importance of spiritual preparation. In her story, we learn a lot. As women, we should learn to prepare ourselves spiritually before we can do anything physically. That is Esther chapter 4 verse 16. Thank you so much for watching. My beautiful name is Jacinta, and I just want to bless the Lord for this word. I hope it blesses someone. I hope it ignites something inside.